On a Friday morning in London, you'd be hard-pressed not to find a man in a suit. But this is a global phenomenon because this scene can be repeated in cities around the world. However, amongst all of those cities, London has a unique and intimate relationship with the history of the three-piece suit, which consists of jacket, trousers, and waistcoat. While jackets and trousers can be traced back over thousands of years, the waistcoat was born on a very specific date in a very specific place. London, October 7th, 1666. On this date, King Charles II introduces a new item to men's wardrobes, the waistcoat. When waistcoats were first introduced, they were quite long, extending past the hips and often made with sleeves. They were quite vibrant, often made of gold or silver cloth in order to draw attention to this new item that Charles had introduced. Tailoring, which is creating garments specifically from the measurements of your client, is something that was created in the 18th century in England through the production of military uniforms. Various sized collars, various sized sleeves, the way it was closed down the center front, all of that perfection that they were able to produce over the 18th century eventually was turned into the Savile Row that we know today. One such military officer in the 18th century who enjoyed the fit of military uniforms was a man named Beau Brummel. He was in the military in the 18th century, but by the early 19th century he was out of the military and continued to return to his tailor to create clothing very specific to early 19th century fashion. And he was one person that was quite instrumental with the emergence of the dandy movement. The dandy movement is a subculture really in London that focuses on perfection in cut, perfection in fit, really taking the birth of Savile Row tailoring and pushing it to the nth degree. From the Industrial Revolution, the businessman is born. And the businessman needs a suit that conveys a sense of respectability and productivity. And due to this, the suit becomes quite sober, void of any embellishment, and almost always in black. But the influence that London had on the development of the modern suit does not end here. Post-war subcultures, from the teddy boys to the mods and the punks, reinterpret, deconstruct, and subvert the meanings and codes of the modern suit. While the concept of the suit continues to evolve to this very day, the three-piece suit was born right here in London. Jacket, trousers, and waistcoat.